Texting is not dating, talking is not dating, and dating is only dating until he asks you to be his girlfriend. I want to introduce you to a concept of best man wins that will allow you to be a lot more efficient, effective, and stop investing so much time, energy, and effort into a man's potential. Let's get into it. Rules are simple. You are single until someone asks you to be their girlfriend, and when you are single, you are actively dating. What this looks like is...
No, you're single until you're married. She already got that twisted up already.
You don't go on a first date with someone, decide he's kind of funny, and that since that one character trait appeals to you, you're not going to talk to anyone else or let anyone else talk to you until you decide if he's going to be your boyfriend. What that leads to is women overlooking things because they have now sunk time and energy into this one man, and they want it to work out so bad that they're willing to put other things to the side. Best man wins looks like going on a first date maybe this weekend with one man, and maybe if you're effective and efficient, you do a Friday and Saturday, you go 2 first dates, you take Sunday for yourself because you still want to have time for yourself. Then by next weekend, you go on 2 second dates if they still make it both to phase 2. And if by the 3rd weekend, one of them you don't want to talk to anymore, now you're going on a new first date and you're going on a 3rd date with someone who's actually qualified. By month 3, if the man that you're actually actively dating has not asked you to be his girlfriend by 3 months, you wrap it up. You say, thank you, this has been...
Why in the hell would he ask you to be his girlfriend if you're actively dating multiple men? How does that make sense? How could you even build anything with anybody if you are all over the place? I'm just wondering, if you're dating 3, 4, 5 different guys, what man in his right mind that's got something going on with himself would even waste his time trying to outperform other men? That's impossible. And if that is true, what does the outperformance package look like? Let me know.
Amazing. Like, this is like, I'm looking for something that's a little bit more committed, and we wrap it up. If that's not what he's looking for, because no one wastes as much time as you allow them to. But women will pour too much time into a man's potential, and it takes so much for him to reveal who he really is. And since you're only focusing on one man at a time, you're willing to look past the things that would have been a red flag, that would have been non-negotiables, and now you're like, but if you go on one date with him and you already know you got a date with somebody else, you're like, back and toss this. I'm not worried about this. And it's really a numbers game. The likelihood that you go on a date on like 4 dates and you find the man you're looking for is slim, right? It's very slim. You sometimes...
Yes, it's very slim. It's slim to none. If you're not putting enough energy and time and effort in somebody, what will make them want to commit to you? Look at it from a male's standpoint. If I'm dating you, and I know that you're not available to get to know me like that because you're always busy, most likely I feel you're dating other men, why would I put in any effort to try to do anything besides what I think those other men are doing with you? Think about it. If I think you got a guy that might come to your house and fix stuff, and another guy that might take you out on dates to make you feel good, and it might be most likely you're not a virgin, so you're having sex with somebody, right? And if I think you're dating 3 guys, and I think all 3 of those guys are doing, each of those things, how can I outperform all 3 men? How? Why would I even try? Just think. I want y'all to think about what y'all be saying. Why would I try? If I feel like I'm the best guy, I'm not trying to do nothing. I am that. If you're not putting in the same amount of effort that I'm putting in this thing we're trying to build, I'm going to try to be the maintenance guy and just give you maintenance sex. I'm just telling you. And then I'm not waiting because I know you ain't no virgin. I'm just telling you. I won't wait. If you trying to make me wait, if I want to play the waiting game, I'm going to have my other girls on the side. And then the moment you decide to let me in that part, I'm going to get in that part, and I'm probably going to ditch you off because I think you ain't no good anyway. Because you date multiple guys. I'm just telling you how a man would feel about that. Keep going. Listening to these women. Keep listening to them. Because I don't see a ring on her finger or nothing. Listen to them. Let her talk.
You know what you're looking for until you go out on dates with different men and get different experiences. I remember at first I was like, oh, how important is that a man is funny? If you would have asked me, I would have told it's so important. It's so important that a man is funny. Until I go out on a date with the man that's funny, and that's it. And I'm like, hey, look, being funny is cool, but you got to have all these other things. So through dating and getting experience, you will also better understand what you're even looking for. But don't go out on a date with one man and say, oh my God, he's so smart, I'm done talking to anyone else. Then when the next man comes up to you, you're like, oh, I can't talk to you, I'm texting somebody. What are we talking about? Best man wins. Stay in the game until the game pulls you out. Period.
The game will never pull you out. You'll go on this merry-go-round for years to come. Next 10, 15 years. Here's the crazy thing about what she said. Who's going to pull you out of it? There's no man waiting to be your knight shining armor, just going to save you from yourself. Okay, it doesn't make sense. I want y'all to think about what you're saying. If you have a good guy sitting in front of you, right? And he's putting in his effort to try to get to know you and build something with you, and you are not showing the same, efforts, he's just going to walk away. And it's another thing that people need to realize and understand in life. You're not supposed to experience everything. I'm telling you, you're not supposed. That's what they got wrong in life. You're not supposed to experience everything. A lot of us look at bad experiences as learning, learning lessons. A lot of this stuff is traumatizing and we never get past it. We learn to live with it. You don't supposed to experience all this crap out here. That's why a lot of people are mentally disturbed, because they thought they were supposed to go through all this stuff, and you wasn't. You're not supposed to be run through 10, 15, 20 different guys to figure out what you want. No, if this guy have the potential, or this woman have the potential of being a good person, you know what a good person is if you dated before, and they're really good and they have probably 70% of what you were looking for, then you go for it and see where it goes. You don't throw him back and then go pick up 20% because he's funny. You don't do that. Or this other 25% because he got a little money but he ain't attractive. Or this other 20% over here, he know how to fix stuff around the house. And then you're going to complain about him not making money or him not being funny. You can't get everything in everybody. This is crazy. You see how these women take a man in their head and then break them apart and have 5 different guys and think that one man can meet those 5 different guys' requirements. It's impossible. She's not all that to nobody. You know what I mean? She's only who she is. And she wants you to be 5 or 10 different guys in one. In one. And she can't be 5 different women in one. Ain't it crazy how they come up with these concepts in their head and it doesn't make sense, but they don't take time to think about that? There's no man in his right mind would ever put in the potential or put in the effort to try to build a woman who's all over the place. I would just be the maintenance man and get out of there. And that's the reason why a lot of men use women for, sex. Because y'all look like, when y'all out here like that, that's all he see you as. Even if you ain't out here like that, like if you not with those guys, it's somebody. It's somebody who's getting it. I'd rather be him. I'm not doing all that and for some used up. Katie, come on, man. Stop playing. Y'all keep listening to these women and you're going to end up 50 years old playing games like when you was 25. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.